Hello, welcome to my kitchen. Today I am making a shortcut pumpkin pie. This is easy, it's delicious, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's the perfect finishing touch for your Thanksgiving meal. Now I have my frozen pumpkin pie and I've taken it out of the tin foil little container that it comes in and I've put it in my pie baking dish. This is going to make the presentation beautiful. Now I have one of these store-bought refrigerated pie crusts, and I don't know about y'all, but this is real life here. Sometimes when I roll these out, they do not cooperate. And so this one rolled out in pieces, but that is perfectly fine because I am still going to use every single bit of this. I've got some little dough cutters and I've got them in all different shapes. I've got leaves, I've got apples, I've got an acorn, and then just a couple of other leaves. And I'm simply just cutting these out. That's all there is to it. Now, in years past, I didn't have these cute little cookie cutters, and I would make leaves. All you need is a sharp knife, and I'll show you how I did it. And I still do it on occasion. It's super easy. I just cut my leaf. And there you go. So if you don't have the cutters, then believe me, there are many ways to improvise. Now I am going to use all these different shapes. I think that it makes things so pretty and festive for this holiday. And y'all, I'm always looking for shortcuts. I love to make things in advance, and that's what I'm doing here. Once I bake this is going back into the freezer, and I will thaw it out the night before Thanksgiving. Just let it sit on the counter until it thaws, and I have my beautiful Thanksgiving pumpkin pie. I have some egg wash, and I'm just gonna brush the crust of this pie. That way these cutouts will stick. And I've been letting this pie sit out for a few minutes, getting ready to bake it. So it has thawed just a little bit, but that's fine. Now, for the fun part, I'm going to take these and just gently wrap it. And I'm going to go all different directions and overlap them. I can't wait until you see the finished product. It's just beautiful. And no one will know that you took the shortcut route. It'll be our little secret. This is a great thing to get the children involved with. They love cutting dough and they will love arranging this. I'll never forget my first, what I'm going to call Thanksgiving that I remember. I can remember going to school and you make your pilgrim's hats and, you know, you do all the Thanksgiving stuff and talk about the turkey. Well, at that time, it was just me and my parents. My brother was not born yet, so I had to have been maybe 5, 6 at the most. If my brother was born, he was not old enough to sit at the table. But I can remember sitting at our dining room table and my mother always decorated and made things beautiful. We were in our formal dining room and there was what sat on our table as the turkey. Well, it did not look like the traditional turkey, and it wasn't. it was a duck. My parents thought they would do something a little bit different, and so my mother cooked duck for Thanksgiving. And I still remember sitting there saying, that's the smallest turkey I've ever seen, and that doesn't look anything like they told me it was going to look like at school. Oh my goodness. Funny how things stick with you. And there we go. I have finished and filled in what I think looks like all the gaps. And I'm going to go over this with a little bit more egg wash. This is going to turn this pie crust and these leaves into a beautiful golden color. That looks so good. And now, this is completely optional, but I have some raw cane sugar. It's also called, I think, turbinado sugar. And it's so pretty. And I'm going to sprinkle a little of this over these cutouts. And it's just going to add a little finishing touch. Got my little baking sheet, and I'm going to put this right on. And I have my oven preheated to 375 degrees. I'm going to cook this according to the package directions. Now, if my pie crust starts getting a little too brown, I'll tint it with a little bit of tin foil. And it won't be long, and we'll have shortcut pumpkin pie. Look at this beautiful pie. It's very, very hot. It just came out of the oven. Let me see if I can just lift this a little bit. Look at that. It looks and it smells delicious. Oh, and y'all, this is the perfect picture of nature. See how the little cutouts all have a little bit of a different color and personality? That is exactly like nature. And isn't it beautiful? I know that my family is going to love this. Now I'm going to show you just a quick little easy topping. I have some whipped topping, just some Coolwhip, and I'm going to beef this up a little bit. I'm adding just a dash of clear vanilla. Oh, that might have been more than a dash. And a little bit of pumpkin pie spice. I'd say that might be 1/4 of a teaspoon. I'm just going to mix this together. I've got to taste it. That's so good. That little bit of vanilla and touch of pumpkin spice just elevates this whipped topping into something a little bit more homemade tasting. Now, as I said, this will be on my Thanksgiving table. So I'm going to allow it to cool down completely. Then I am going to dollop some of this whipped cream right on top, and I will have this beautiful dessert for Thanksgiving. Y'all are a blessing to me. Thanks so much for watching this today. Will you like this video and share this with your friends? And if you haven't already, make sure you follow me at Kathy's Southern Kitchen on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. I hope you'll try this. This is just a great little shortcut that makes these holidays so much easier. Hopefully this will have a chance to cool down and actually get into the freezer. I have a feeling if my husband has his way, a piece will be missing before it goes in. See you next time. Bye.